And then that my spot back over there. It's not invisible, but it is pretty inconspicuous, I would say. So, fingers crossed, and we're hoping for the best. Okay, so on today's episode of What Did Sam Forget? I forgot to grab a sleeping mat. That is not the greatest scenario. I need that mat. So the deal here is that it is warm enough that I think I could get away with sleeping directly on the ground, you know, inside the tents, obviously. It wouldn't be the most comfortable thing in the world. I could stack up a bunch of leaves underneath the tent. I don't want to have to drive all the way home to get a sleeping mat, but I have that cot in my car from the last camp out that I did. Not sure. I've been filming a lot lately, so I'm not sure what order you're seeing everything in, but I went and did a camp with my old dog Monty in the inflatable tent, and I had a cot in the car there, and I never took it out of the car, so I could grab that. The only thing is I'm not sure if I'm going to actually be able to get in there and still get into the tent. I have a feeling we'll be able to do it. Either way, that's okay. I'm sure we'll get through it. After all, I'm Sam Bananas. Thing number 2 on the list that Sam forgot today, and that is food and cooking utensils and all of that stuff. Luckily, I've got a smorgasbord of choices. We're going to go ahead and go with the Wendy's because this is a very important camp for me. I'm going to tell you why later. One thing that I did not forget, the beer. You know you can count on me, right? All right, so we're going to go back to the car and check for the cot. I'm going to go head on over to Wendy's and grab dinner for the night. After that, we'll break into the beverage center and we'll spend an interesting night urban camping behind Wendy's. But before I do any of those things, I've got to take a little nip. Shh. Whew. Goodness sakes. That is smooth, but it's got a bite on it. That is beer barrel bourbon from New Holland Brewing Company. All right, everybody, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm trying out this new chair from Unigear, and it is comfortable to sit in. It's not bad. You can lean back in it to an extent. If you have your feet out in front of you, then you can lean back and you can get pretty comfortable. But it's an ultralight backpacking chair, and it's super low to the ground. So you almost have to squat all the way down and then sit into it. But all right, everybody, let's get into it. We got the fries. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Num 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 num. You guys probably want to know if the cot's gonna work. Well, I guess you'll have to keep watching. And then I even forget what I ordered, what it's called. Something crunch. Not exactly the most appetizing looking thing when you look at it like this, huh? Got some nice thick piece of cheese on there, though. Not bad. Got a little kick to it, just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna eat these, finish this meal, and I will check back with you guys in just a bit. Ah. All right, well, I broke my tripod umbrella. So this is going to be interesting shooting. Fun stuff. The rain is coming back now. Let's go ahead and see about getting this. If we go like this, I think we're going to be able. I think we're going to be good. Okay, I got the cop put back together because that's just not going to work out. What we're going to have to do is we're just going to push a bunch of these leaves together. And I'll have a nice little bed of leaves, and that'll be my bed for the night. So, certainly worse things that could happen to me. Yeah. Okay. I can make that work. We're doing it. This camp has certainly been one thing after another all night long. I just knocked over the camera while I was adjusting the tarp again, trying to get a better pitch. Yeah, I think I need to clean the lens because it looks a little blurry. I'm sure it's fine, but yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another tonight. But you know, it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. And that is part of the fun and part of the adventure. And when you haphazardly throw a camp together like I did today, then it's bound to happen. Whew. All right. Well, first beer of the evening. We're going to go with a Voodoo Ranger. Good stuff. Now, it did occur to me that I could assemble the cot, and then I could lay the tent on top of that. But the tent is considerably wider than the tarp. There might have been a way to kind of jury rig that up, but I think we're going to be okay with what we got. So, first time for me sleeping on a bed of leaves, so wish me luck. And we are getting into beer number 2, the Bud Light Chelada, made with Clamato. This type of beer is not for everybody, but it is for me. I don't do a ton of stealth camping that often. I do the odd one here and there when I think of something interesting I want to do. I used to do these types of camps a lot more when I had a full-time job and I was doing YouTube. Now I'm lucky enough to be able to do YouTube full-time. It is not lost on me that I'm a very lucky duck to be able to do that. And it's thanks to each and every one of you for watching these videos. So I know I say it all the time, but big thank you. I appreciate it. When I did used to do stealth camps, I had a McDonald's camp, and then I also had a Burger King camp, and I just wanted to finish what I consider to be the trifecta. McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. So at the end of this video, I'm going to put a playlist together. And I don't always add playlists to the ends of my videos. But I'm going to add a playlist that you can click on.
And it's all my stealth camps, including the ones that I've done with Kevin. So yeah, I think I got it done. I'll swing out there and get my car in the morning, and fingers crossed. Knock on wood. This camp has kind of been a lesson in toughing it out, to be honest. But you'll have those, especially when you go all the time. I still had a really good time. Somebody in my comments told me any camp you can walk away from is good camp. I don't know if I would go quite that far, but generally speaking, even when a camp is bad, still camping. I am pooped. Oh, I think we did it. Ready to climb into my bed of leaves and see how it's wish me luck. I'm gonna get in here and get to bed. Anything crazy happens, definitely let you guys know. Otherwise, that shouldn't matter. It's low 50s this morning, and sleeping bag held up okay, but with just this vest on and a short sleeve shirt, it's just a bit too chilly. Yeah, so I'm ready to get out of here. At this point, there's only one thing left for us to do that makes sense. Yeah, I want to get can I get a number 3? And can I get a Diet Coke with that with light ice? Thank you. Round 2. I'm gonna definitely have to spend the rest of the week eating a bit more healthy. But yeah, that was a fun one. That was absolutely one for the books. Slept on a pile of leaves. Yep, as always, I want to send a big, big shout out to each and every one of you. You all make it possible for me to do this. If you liked what you saw today and you want to see more, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that banana. Bye now.
It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale. That means insider deals on summer styles from your favorite brands, plus 15% off beauty and fragrance too. It's the perfect time to shop for summer. So hurry in. Macy's Friends and Family ends Monday.
As soon as I pulled up here, I started having second thoughts about whether I should do this. The river is pumping. Done this stretch plenty of times, but I've never quite seen it like this. It is just moving. This tiny baby rapidy section that is normally nothing to write home about looks a lot more dicey than it typically does. The river is high. There's actually some flooding going on. I walked up and down the banks for a minute, and I decided, screw it. We're doing this. Woo! Come on, boys and girls. Let's get it done. Woo! All right. Let's see what we got to start. Woo! Oh, man. Woo! Oh, man, this river is never like this. It is high. Woo! Yeah, on. Well, that wasn't too much to write home about. Oh, that sun is beating down on me. Goodness gracious. Man, I gotta be honest, I think I worked myself up a little bit too much there. Yeah. Go ahead and toss the line in. Toy around with this rooster tail that I caught that walleye on last time I was in the canoe. Go ahead and give her a few casts, maybe do a little bit of trolling. Now, I was looking for a place to pull over here, but I'm not sure if you can tell, but the water's just, it's not quite as much of a problem as I thought it was, but it's moving. There's no question about that. I'd like to find a place to pull over for a minute so I can get into my bags and take a little inventory of some stuff because I kind of rushed myself on.